Often I've gotten asked by creatives and creators 3 common questions. How do I get business I like? How do I find amazing people to work with and grow a team and inspire them? And how do I actually do the work that I love and proud of? It all came down to one thing: values. Your values. So I decided to do this series called The Value of Values. In the first chapter, I discussed how I came up with my values and what they were. Chapter 2, I discussed attracting and getting business you want to work on. And in this episode, I'm going to discuss building and growing a team and keeping them inspired. And again, through the lens of values. Often, a lot of the videos I see on YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram Reels is like people are explaining to you how to build a boat through tactics, right? Here's how you build a sail. Oh my God, here's how many times you post. But like, to me, the wind in the sail of a successful business is driven by you, the founder's values, you, the creator. And if you understand why you do it, you will attract and not have to look for it. But again, with that is the courage to hold out when you do come across that. Recently, I went in for I met with procurement on a big brand, and I was like, excited for the opportunity to work on them. But if I really, really looked at like my values, I don't know if we were completely value aligned, and I didn't get the business, right? And it still sucks. Like I want to win, but like instinct is win. But in the end, I had to really kind of reflect and be like, if I won that big piece of business, I would have done an amazing work. I mean, I know how to do what I do. So I knew I would have succeeded, but am I then building the work to attract the people and the clients of the future of Bright Colors? And the future of Bright Colors are based on my values, which are creative collaboration, innovation, and then purpose. So let's get back to a story. Again, I'm going back. Starts with a Tumblr post. I had a personal Tumblr, which was basically our like agency Tumblr, and I did a lot of original content. So a lot of times people on Tumblr would just like retumble old, like, kind of inspiration over the years, but I actually would like make original content, and I would share the work I was working on. So at the time I had a brand called Canon Organic Vodka. That was our main client. That was my launch client for the 88. It was I met an entrepreneur from Sweden who took faith in me to launch his brand in America. We did a summer event series in the Hamptons, and with that summer event series, at the time I was doing this thing where we were inviting bloggers to create content, and we were basically using the events as like editorial shoots where we were shooting content and posting them on the blog that we built for the brand, and I would repost those videos on my personal Tumblr. And this woman moving to New York City saw one of these posts and looked us up and found the 88 and came in for interview because she was looking for a job. And I'll cut to the chase. That woman was Allie, my life partner and mother of my children. Again, talking about sharing values like on a more epic scale. Now we share our lives together and we share values. But Allie obviously connected with that work, and she found us. So no recruiters at the early 88 days. It was just like me and Chad were just kind of doing our thing and making work that we were psyched about, because Canon Vodka was an organic vodka. First and foremost, creative collaboration. Peter, the founder, was amazing, and I got to creative collaborate with amazing bloggers and people that I wanted to work with. And then last but not least, purpose. Like, Peter wanted to do it correctly, like the organic wheat, recycling, like the whole brand was riddled with like tons of purpose. So the brand aligned with my values. I did work that aligned with it, and then I attracted someone like Allie, who just moved to New York and worked in a market agency. She was interviewing with me and Vice. And I remember she actually so my part at the time was like, oh my God, that person that we interviewed, she took another job, but she's willing to maybe take an offer. So she actually worked at Vice for one day and quit and took a job at the 88 because she wanted to kind of take a faith. And again, that is actually a huge leap, because Vice was like super established, right? You moved to New York, this is your job, and you're taking a faith in this like small agency of like 3 or 4 people to work on a kind of, fairly unknown client, because she aligned and connected with what we were about at the time and our values. So talent, to me, we have to stop thinking about interviews as interviews. For me, it's meeting with people, and I'm always meeting with people. Like literally this week I met with like 3 or 4 people. Like always kind of meeting with people that and see if those people connect. Like if I have a connection with that person, either if they're a strategist or an account person or a creative, like if we kind of connect on that level of values and want to do great work, the rest falls into place. It's kind of the, build it and they will come kind of thing. Like a lot of times I'll meet someone and I'll get a client after I meet them because like that connection on that deeper level of like the value of values is invaluable. Because if you can connect with those people and build that cohort and a community of like-mindedness, it's definitely like a magnet for great work. So again, Ali joined the team. And from a team perspective, Ali became me, Chad, Ali, Adam. Adam became Joe, and this became to grow, right? And we worked fucking hard. Like it was not easy to work at 88 early days. Our hours were, we got in about 10 in the morning, we worked till 8 at night. And we'd set off to do the work, and then we would meet and gather, and I would critique the work, and we'd push it, and we would figure out like what were like blogger strategies. There was no existing blogger strategies, or then Instagram launch. What was an Instagram strategy? And then we wanted to build a photo studio, and Jose, last suspect, joined the team, and we built a photo studio, and we had these, like, we would be like shooting kind of Bacardi shoots, like cocktail shoots, and clients would come in and like at the time our conference table was like our studio with this like marble. So we were like shooting like cocktail shoots as clients were coming in, they were cleaning up. At the time, Jose was like early in his photography career. He was not even trained in photography. I just saw the vision and he saw my vision, and we worked together, and we were like doing product shoots and figuring it out in real time. And again, the vision was like continuously creative collaboration at its core. Trying to push things and do work that hasn't been done, understanding how to launch an organic vodka, to again meeting Master Dynamics and kind of creating content and a unique strategy around that. The momentum was there, and the question is how to build and grow a team that is psyched. And it really, like I said, these are so interconnected, the value of values. It's really about the work in the end, which is what I'm going to talk about in the next episode, is like doing work that like you are proud of and love as much as the client. And if you're not in that state, and that work's going to come from aligning with your values. You're not going to have people that are going to want to do that work either, right? So it's like, like I said, this is the wind in the sail. This is the glue. When you have these values and they're clear and you execute them in your work, it's not only, like I said, these aren't just like when you walk in the office, the values are on the wall, or they're in your employee onboarding handbook. These are the 3 things, or these are the things that you're going to be measured on every quarter in your like employee reviews. Like yes, but the work has to, like, these values need to emanate from the work. And when these values emanate from the work, everything comes together. People are psyched. They're doing the best work of their life. They're working harder than ever worked. You're working, and everyone's excited. Yes, we lose our shit. Yes, it's stressful. Yes, it gets tiring. Yes, I raise my voice. Again, nothing's a straight line. This was it was like that, right? Because we're just pushing up against it. And it's going to be that way. But if you guys know each other and are aligned on why you're doing it, you can do it and you will succeed. So the value of values in building and inspiring and growing a team is about attracting those people. And in attracting those people and values, they will be inspired. And they will do the work. And with that great work, your clients will be very happy and you will get paid. And that's what I'm going to talk about next week, is the value of values in doing work that you're proud of and get paid really well for, which I've had the luxury of my career to do and I'm still doing. So have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Monday. Peace.